9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm heading to my Spanish lessons. We moved over to our new Airbnb in a different part of town, so I got a little bit more of a walk today than I usually do. Let me hustle across here. So hopefully that won't be too distracting, but I think it's going to take me about 20 minutes to get to where I need to be in the old part of town. But I've already had a little breakfast to wake up, but I think these stairs will wake me up a little bit too. Well, I'm a little winded, but I semi-jogged up the stairs, so you can acclimate a little bit over time. He said, huffing and puffing. Well, I'm on my way to Pekka, Panaderia, and Cafeteria. I already had breakfast. I just had some avocado with nuts at home because you cannot live on plantains alone. But I will end up getting my pastry and coffee because I seem to be doing pretty well with that. I sent a picture of that over there to my mom. That's a Singer sewing machine, something or other. She was very excited about that. I for sure would say that it's a lot quieter in the new Airbnb where we're staying, but I think I do prefer being here in the El Centro and historic part of town. It's, you know, it's much quieter in the new digs, but there are dogs. You don't really hear a lot of dogs around here. So as much as I criticize the clangy bells, it beats dogs. Alrighty, it can get busy here in the morning. So today I'm going to sit here in the back and practice my sad Spanish with my orejas con chocolate y café con leche, and that was $1.75, and I even get to sit here with the baños. That's where all the cool kids sit. Look how sad this is. Alrighty, 2 cups of coffee into my day, and I'm ready to do some serious Spanish study. Here's some of those overly attractive mannequins I was talking about in another video. But this is the giant central cathedral in town, and we were staying over there for a little bit. We've lived in a couple of different areas here in the historic district, and I really like it. Now we're in a quieter area, probably about a 20-minute walk from here. And it's nice. I mean, there's dogs barking all the time, which you don't really hear downtown. But I don't know. I think I like the noise and the buzz around town. Those bells actually kind of grow on you. I definitely miss them. I love the construction. Some of these old buildings in town. I mean, they're just kind of bricks made of mud and straw and rock. I mean, it's amazing that they've stood around here for as long as they have, with all of these tremblores y terremotos. I don't know, practicing saying tremors and earthquakes. I didn't know, I probably did it all wrong. Definitely got a lot of Spanish practice to do. But a lot of times you'll see on the sides of the buildings, you know, this kind of stuff exposed, and a lot of times it's plastered over. But underneath, it's just like this. Alrighty, so now I'm back in the I don't even know what part of town this is called, but I'm probably about 20 minutes from where I was. I was over in the El Centro historic area for a little bit, but now our new Airbnb is near the Batan Mall and the Coliseum, El Coliseo. I want to point this out. You see these in different areas. They're like little wire baskets that hang down, and you put your trash out on these little screens that fold down. And you can see one here. And there's one right across the street here. So when you put your trash out, you can hang it on this here so that it's off the ground. And I guess that's to keep animals from getting in it, like dogs and whatnot. But you have to be careful walking around. You can see here's one right here. But sometimes they'll be hanging down, and sometimes they're silver, and sometimes they're very thin. And there's been a couple of times where a camera girl has almost walked into it. You got to watch for those, and you got to watch for those. But I was talking to my Spanish teacher, and she was telling me that her sister walked into one and gashed her face pretty bad and had to go to the hospital. But you don't really see it in the Central Historic District. But out here, where there are more houses, you know, you'll find these screens to put your trash down on. But that's what that is. And when you're walking around, it sounds ridiculous, but you really do have to watch out for them. But I'm not sure what this neighborhood is called. Like I said, we're near the mall. We went and had coffee at the mall yesterday. And, you know, it's kind of generic, but at the Batan Mall, they've actually got a nice little, it's small, but it's a seating area where you can sit outside and have a coffee and a pastry. Alrighty, where are we at today? We're at the
mall.
The mall, the Batan Mall. And we went to the chain. But that's okay because we'll get a nice view out of it.
We took a nice walk to more local places.
Yeah. But for I'd say $9. What kind of ice cream did you get?
It has nuts. It has coffee flavor.
And this has the name of it written on it. Very exciting.
Yes.
But this is definitely more of a residential suburban area compared to being in the Centro, being in the historic neighborhood. But I'm on my way home, and I'll be there before too long. But there's a little bakery. I'm going to stop up here and get some eggs and get some I don't know, it's a bread store, but they've got some cakes and cookies and whatnot too, so might as well take advantage while I'm here. You can just see the top of the cathedral over there. So that's where I was walking this morning, in the El Centro Histórico. So we've moved quite a little ways, but it's still very walkable. And we've still got the same view that we used to have. Just a slightly different angle. I don't know what that little box is over there on that roof. I don't know if you can see it. I would guess it's an Airbnb. That'd probably go for $200 a night in the US for a unique stay. But I just stopped at the little bakery and picked up some stuff. Let me put this down and open my bag. So this is what I got. I got 10 eggs in my handy dandy egg bag. And then I got some baked goods here. It sort of looks like I already started eating on this one, but it actually just fell apart in the bag. So I'm gonna have to tip that into my face before too long. But I got 3 orejitas. I got these here. She said chocolate rolls and 2 chocolate chip cookies and 10 eggs. And that was, what was it? It was $5.10. So, what do you think? Is that a good buy? But that's what? That's just the first half of my day. So it's only like 2 o'clock. I'll probably go out later and to another coffee shop and practice my Spanish somewhere. But if you like this video, if you like our stuff that we're putting up, I'll have a link down below, and you can check out our Patreon page, and you can buy us a cup of coffee over at PayPal. Who knows what kind of links are down there. Check out our Ecuador playlist. If you have any questions about Ecuador or any place that we've been or anything at all about our travel gear or anything, just ask in the comments. Appreciate you watching, and I hope you're doing super duper, and we'll talk to you in the future.